No Way Home is a slop film.
No Way Home?
No Way Home is a slop movie.
I wouldn't characterize it as slop. What I kind of think about it is like a sporting event. That is the Super Bowl for
Interesting way of
Spider-Man
thinking
fans.
about it.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of the C-Listers podcast. My name is Chris and I'm the producer of this podcast, and I'm joined today by our hosts, Collin.
What up?
And Owen.
Hey.
Guys, I'm just going to come right out and say, which movie has more hype?
Bro, look, okay.
Spider-Man.
No, you can't be so, okay, here's the thing. You actually can't be for real with that answer. Like, you just can't. Like, okay, I would you know what I'd like to see? I would like to hear, because just giving facts and figures, how many ticket sales on opening day was there for Spider-Man?
Quite a bit.
No, I want numbers. Because I know the numbers.
Okay, what's the numbers?
Number for Odyssey is 165,000.
Okay.
165,000. Oppenheimer was like, I think it was like 60,000. Either that or like I'm gonna say it was a big f***ing number.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Big.
I
shouldn't say it. I should. No.
It's tough to compare because I also.
Which one has the more hype? No, it's not even. It's not like.
Okay, which one's gonna make more money then?
That actually is a good question.
Because that I don't think is debatable.
What do you mean?
Globally. I was talking.
I think
to
you
some
do have a
friends
point
about
for
this.
global box office.
Global box office, Spider-Man sweep.
I think
the
it will,
domestic
might
box
sweep.
office, that might be a different question. That we can debate about. But I think global box office, Spider-Man is going to sweep purely because that's what Marvel does. That's what Disney does.
Yeah,
it's a visual effect.
I mean, it's guaranteed
the blockbusters.
$1 billion.
Exactly.
But also like
that's the fun.
I mean, how much? Okay, but like Oppenheimer made how much? Like a billion? Like it made over $1 billion?
Which is impressive.
Yeah, it made over $1 billion. What was like the biggest Marvel movie that dropped in 2023?
23, right. I believe, was Guardians 3.
Was it Guardians 3?
Yes, Guardians 3 was that summer. How much did Guardians 3 make?
So Guardians 3 actually did $845 million globally.
Okay, Oppenheimer was like 1.3 billion, I think.
Yeah.
But also note that these are also for the scale of these two films. For talking about the filmmaker and them, it's a bit of their smaller sort of works. Like the Odyssey for Chris Nolan, that's his absolute pinnacle. I feel like Oppenheimer, of course, is huge, but it's a biopic courtroom drama. Yeah. It's a biopic courtroom drama about the inventor of the atomic bomb versus one of the oldest stories in existence.
Well, see, that's where I'm not sure. I really don't know because
it's like, is the Odyssey going for like the
visual.
Prestige thing? Is it going for the prestige?
Exactly.
Like, I think that's going to be the question of when it comes out. It's like, okay, is the Odyssey going for prestige big blockbuster? Is it going for something that's a little more, I don't know if avant-garde is the right word, but like, is it going
artsy.
For something artsy?
Yeah.
I personally think that it's going to be a mix of both, and that mix of both is what's going to give it the unique in. Because everyone knows, we know Marvel. We've seen it again 1,000 times since 2008.
Is what people are saying.
Because
because people are saying what you're saying for the Odyssey.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It
it's
might
the same
be
thing. Which is, I don't think we can comment that particularly at this time because we don't know.
I don't know.
There's
it's going to be a very, very interesting race.
You're right. It will be an interesting race.
I think if I were to put money on it, I would put money on Spider-Man for the global box office. The domestic box office,
I would maybe too.
Might be like hairline difference.
I think I agree with you on that, and I think Odyssey is going to crush in the United States, the UK, Canada. Those big few are where it's going to really, really haul ass.
Yeah.
But I think like the main like actual foreign worldwide global box office, I think Spider-Man's gonna sweep. I think particularly like if we're talking about, of course, the importance of China as a global box office contender right now. I think that
and Disney does great.
Yeah, Disney does great over there.
Disney does great.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. I'd actually be curious because what we really got to look at, if we're looking at Oppenheimer, we got to look at No Way Home. How much did No Way Home make? Because
1.92 billion globally.
So yeah, that's more.
That is.
Yeah, that's.
And this is arguably going to be even more.
Really?
It's possible.
That one had all three of them.
It did have all three of them. It wasn't confirmed. but it was highly speculated. But I really think, I don't know.
Is this one gonna have all three of them?
No.
No.
Okay.
I would be shocked if it did, but it's having a lot of other characters.
Is this like the last Spider-Man movie? Is this like the big one?
Well, he was signed for 3 films, which is why he's not going to be in Doomsday. So he's signed for 3 films. In theory, it would be Spider-Man, like Secret Wars, another Spider-Man.
Bro, Secret Wars, what is TS, dude?
What are you
Like,
talking about?
No, like,
Secret Wars is going to be fucking gas.
what do you say, bro? Like, okay,
If we get this shot,
bro. Okay, I've never read Secret Wars. All I've heard about Secret Wars, it sounds like slop, bro. It sounds
Oh my
like absolute slop. No, because it's like
it's not fucking slop.
no, because the thing is, it's like okay, like let's put like every single like let's play our little action figures.
And what is wrong
And
with
what
that?
if what is wrong? Because they're stupid. Because it's
No,
like
it's
there's no
not.
story.
Do you know how to have fun?
We
What is not fun about that? What is not fun about that?
I'm not denying that it's going to be fun. I'm denying that that it should make that much money and that it should exist.
Why?
Because there's a ton of other films that deserve that money and that time. Other than like let's play Ooga Booga action figures and like
But
let's
that's
like
not how it works. That type of movie is going to make the most money no matter what. Because at the end of the day, what do you go to the theater to experience? You go to escape. You go to see these fun characters do crazy things and something that attaches to your brain.
boy, don't tell me about escaping.
Am I saying this is going to be high cinema, whatever? No. It doesn't need to be, though.
We need the audience because your ass is hypocritical right now.
Why? Why?
Because, bro, you want to talk about like, oh, fun, like, okay, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
When you're talking about like, oh, like fun, like you know, kind of slop filmmaking, that's like everything you're against. That's like everything you stand
But it's
against.
It's there's a difference because it's against what I make.
Okay.
Right? So I don't make space movies, but I can like Interstellar or something like that. I don't every movie I like doesn't mean I want to make that kind of movie. I
Okay,
can
that's
enjoy
where,
a movie.
that's where you and I differ.
Yeah, I can
where
enjoy
you
a
and I
movie
differ.
that I'm not like, oh, I want to make this.
Yeah, most of the time
Right.
I dig it. But
You
I
know,
don't
Chris
wanna
has shown me
make it.
like Greg Araki movies. Is that my style of filmmaking? No, but I can really enjoy and appreciate that movie.
Does the Odyssey deserve all the IMAX screens?
Yes.
No.
What?
No, because like at least there should be some screenings for Marvel movies because it's happening again with Dune, and I think it's bullshit. Why does it have to have all of them?
Because it's the first ever film to be shot in 70 millimeter. Because it was literally shot and then scanned to digital, and then the original negative that Christopher Nolan and Hoyta shot on, the original negative film, was recut and reprinted and put in all 47 theaters across the planet, and that's never happened before. And so it deserves every single IMAX theater because it's the first ever film to be shot entirely in that format, using the original negative. No, it's crazy because so the IMAX MSMs are the cameras that Chris Nolan shoots on. These cameras are huge. They weigh around like 80 pounds, but the biggest thing is that they're really, really loud. And they're impossible to shoot dialogue on because they're lawnmowers and they go and they're like really, really, really loud. Owen shot on them. The Mystery Man also shot on one. They're really, really loud. They're incredibly cumbersome, and you almost can't like shoot anything besides action scenes on them. However, Mr. Goat Nolan and Hoyta figured out a way how to shoot dialogue on them using both the Keeley IMAX cameras, which are the newest models, and also by using this sound blimp that suppresses the sound. Nolan is also one of the only filmmakers that actually shows things on film still, and also shows it like showing it on. No one has ever shot or like edited fully on 70 millimeter because it's so cumbersome.
Could you try your best to like explain to them like what it would look like in a theater, like the
Okay, because it's like okay, imagine sitting in a theater that's 200 feet tall and basically getting a gigantic window directly. Using almost the same photons that struck that film, the original negative, is then replicated, and then that's what you're seeing.
Well, what if it was Spider-Man instead? Though?
Then Spider-Man
I'm
would
joking. I'm joking.
Then Spider-Man would deserve that, but it doesn't because
No,
it
you're
didn't.
right.
It didn't do that.
No, I agree. I think there should be some way to see Spider-Man in IMAX. So I think doesn't have to be on every single screen. Probably not. There should be some sort of like, even if it's like a 2 p.m. screening or something like that.
Yeah, like I do agree that it shouldn't take over every single.
Or even Spider-Man comes out 2 weeks after the Odyssey. I think like the first week of Spider-Man should have some IMAX screens, and then it can drop off.
I agree.
But it should have at least an opener where
Odyssey's
it has
going to be
IMAX
fine
available.
in terms of IMAX.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's going to be fine. Yes, obviously it deserves the screens more, but I do think like a week of screenings for Spider-Man would actually be beneficial to the film. And it would be, because here's the thing. It's the people, 90% of the time, it's the people seeing the movie in the first week that are even going to care if they're seeing it in IMAX anyway. Obviously, that not everyone's going to be able to make it in time, but if you really care about it, a week is more than enough time to go and try and get those tickets to see it in IMAX. Does that have to be all screens? No, but a chunk of them. It should be available.
Which do you guys think was marketed better?
You know, I actually think the Odyssey trailers have gotten worse.
What do you mean? Like they've gotten? What do you mean they've gotten worse?
I actually would argue both trailers have gotten worse. But that might just be me. I think the first Spider-Man trailer is much stronger than the new one.
I think in terms of Odyssey trailers, the first one rocked, the second one was butt, and then the third one is absolutely awesome.
The newest one?
The
newest one's good. The second one made me want to watch it less.
Same.
I was like,
The second one, well, because they did the like, it's a blockbuster movie, and not like, bro, I want to hear the score. I want to hear the like.
Show me what I'm getting.
Because it's not gonna be like, there's no orchestral score in it.
No.
Like it's gonna be, yeah. You
know
just drop the trailer.
Marketing?
Anyone's gonna go to those things.
Exactly. It's just a trailer. It tells us up. You know what's been shoved down my throat recently?
What?
Minions and Monsters.
Bro, what is?
Every
No,
time
okay. There's that one, the one clip of the soccer clip.
Yes.
There's the soccer clip.
It's so
Because I
annoying.
go to work, and the World Cup is on all over where I work, and
Oh my god.
there's that fucking Minions clip everywhere. Because it's Sabrina Carpenter, Bonnie Blue, and then the fucking like Minions like, oh, Mbappe, and then it's the Minions. And then there's also like, who's that little green?
Yes,
who's that little green? Who's that little green
guy?
Those are the
Bro!
monsters. Those are the monsters they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, okay. Thank you, Captain Obvious. It's the monsters. Well, but the Minions speak English now.
Yes. What? Do they?
Well, okay. In some of these trailer clips, I see the Minions, and they're like, "Oh, me soy Kevin." They don't speak Spanish. They're Minions. They're Minions. They don't know that shit. They don't know that.
It's so. Every time I go onto YouTube.
God, I hate the
video,
Minions.
and it's.
Did you guys hear about George Lucas?
I did hear that George
I-
Lucas is in it.
He's a huge Minions fan, and he's gonna.
I'm a huge Minions fan. I love the Minions. So I really love the Minions.
You can eat the peach at this point.
I'm waiting for the right moment.
Okay.
Don't make me.
You're like shoving your fingers in it.
Oh, you want me to eat the peach?
No, I don't want you to eat the peach. You just.
Oh, well, I'll eat the peach if you want me to eat. Oh, excuse me. Hold for peach.
You're getting it all over the table.
While he's eating the peach.
Oh my god.
Then Owen, in terms of
You get him that like paper towel.
Owen, in terms of Spider.
Get me a towel, PA.
Owen.
I'm not like this in real life.
terms
I'm doing a
In
joke.
terms of Spider-Man, they have now the Spidey Tracker app where you can track Tom Holland. Talk a little
That's
bit about that.
weird.
Which movie should be classified as the better blockbuster?
Odyssey.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man's a blockbuster. I mean, like genuinely, this is.
Oh wow, they're both blockbusters.
Yeah, I know it's hard. It depends what we're looking at, like a blockbuster, because if we're going back, like Jaws as a blockbuster, E.T. as a blockbuster, Indiana Jones, these are original.
Blockbuster filmmaking is an art. I'm gonna come right out and say it. I'm gonna come right out and say it. Yeah, it is. Who's the one who's bringing it out?
You're not wrong.
Because it is an art.
Yeah.
It is an art form because the thing is, the word blockbuster has been completely demoted to being
make money.
to being make money big movie. Because blockbuster films are not that. Blockbuster movies are movies that are at some of the biggest scale of storytelling in terms of character, genre, action. They're just larger in scope, larger stories that are more four corners that anyone is really going to want to go to.
Yeah.
I think the Odyssey as a blockbuster movie, as the original Spielbergian definition of the term, the Odyssey 100% wins. Versus Marvel slop.
Slop.
Well,
I was gonna agree with you, but now it's not slop, and I think that's.
I think it won't be slop.
To say.
I think it won't be slop to an extent.
I think that's a pretentious way of looking at it. Is the Odyssey better filmmaking, better craft? Sure. But I also think the team behind these, especially these newer Marvel films.
I'm not also
really
demoting
care.
anyone that's actually on the teams of these films because they're brilliant filmmakers.
They care about the work and they're
and I agree.
crafting. You know, you look at the run we've been on.
It has. That's the thing is, I think.
Fantastic
I think
Four.
I also can't speak because I haven't watched I've watched up to it's I don't know, mid 2023. I watched Guardians. I watched those. I watched No Way Home. I really love Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is great.
Thunderbolts
great
is
movie.
what I expect this movie.
See,
to
that's
be.
also what I expect it to be because that's When I say
and that is an art film.
I think, however,
as much as it is a
No Way
superhero.
Home is a slop film.
No Way Home.
No Way Home is a slop movie. That is a nothing burger film. That is a nothing burger. Here are the cameos. Ooh, here's Willem Dafoe. Wow, he's back as the Green Goblin. What? Oh, wow, look at these guys. They're also Spider-Man, and they're coming out of Doctor Strange portals. Look at this. Jingle, 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 jingle. Wow, look at that. Jingle, 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 jingle. I'm jangling my metaphorical keys right now. Jingle, 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 jingle.
I wish I could disagree.
Yeah.
But I actually think No Way Home is the weakest of the Tom Holland movies.
Yeah.
Which a lot of
I really also am not a fan of
I like Homecoming the best.
Homecoming's awesome.
Homecoming.
What's the one with Mysterio? Is
Far
that No
From
Way?
Home.
Far From Home?
It's fine.
I don't like that.
It's I haven't rewatched it since the theaters and I'm not really inclined.
I have no desire
I could
to.
sit down and watch Homecoming tonight and have
Homecoming is great.
I don't like to call it slop. Here's the best way I'll put it. There's a difference between.
I use the definition of slop, by the way, very leniently because it isn't slop. No human-made filmmaking is slop. The only slop filmmaking is artificial intelligence.
Yes, and something like No Way Home, to me, I wouldn't characterize it as slop. What I kind of think about it is like a sporting event. That is the Super Bowl for
Interesting way of
Spider-Man
thinking
fans.
about it. That's a really.
So,
I've never thought about it.
Deadpool
that way.
Wolverine, it's Super Bowl. Doomsday, Super Bowl. It's just a good time, and I get to go celebrate with people in the
That's
audience.
interesting.
and
It's
have
funny because
a
that
theatrical community
that type
experience.
of filmmaking is I also
And there's
I've
a place
never
for that.
I like that because I've never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Because I also that's what I actually that's kind of at the end of the day that's what I aspire towards in my filmmaking.
There's something
Personally,
fun
it's
about it.
it's the communal experience.
It's a
That's
communal
what it's about.
And
I
there's
don't,
nothing more communal
yeah,
than having.
Yeah.
Again,
I care about
is it good
us
storytelling?
coming around a story
Yeah.
to universally experience that. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
That's why we do it.
Exactly.
I think the Odyssey is going to have a stronger story. I think that
in reception, overall reception. For
Oh,
critics and
certainly
fans.
for critics and all that. Definitely, I think it will. I think that the Odyssey. I think that this is one of those things when people are like, "Oh, I'm kind of nervous for it and whatnot." I just think that if anyone's going to do it right, it's going to be Christopher Nolan. I think that the thing is that what he's going to bring to it is the emotional core. I think in that last trailer is when we saw it. Is what that emotional core is about a father coming home, and it's very simple. And I think Christopher Nolan's best stories have been about being a parent and have particularly been about that relationship. I mean, look at Interstellar. I think even to a certain degree, at certain points, Oppenheimer even has that. I think, what am I trying to think? I think even, especially the Dark Knight trilogy, I think has elements of certainly has elements of fatherhood and has lack of fatherhood and what losing that figure does, I think, particularly from Tim Elkias's perspective. And I think that the emotional core is going to be stronger. So.
Who wrote Interstellar?
Boy, don't give me this. Don't give me this.
Who wrote Interstellar?
Jonathan Nolan.
I think that's what's missing here. So here's what concerns me. There's a few factors. One, I think that the cast here is too strong, which sounds weird, but there are too many A-list celebrities here. And the reason I think this is, I want to watch a movie. What works about something like Project Hail Mary is I watch that, I'm like, Ryan Gosling.
There's a couple big ones. There's
hero.
a couple big ones, and then there's.
But really, it's Ryan Gosling. The other actors, you can have other known actors, but the big one, the A-list, is
the central core.
Exactly, the central core. Here we have so many A-list people. I think if this movie was just Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway, and the rest of the cast was more character actors,
was played by someone other than Tom Holland,
it would be much stronger. I think it would be stronger if then what you do mentally is you put up Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway on this pedestal, and having these other supporting characters support that main cast. They're supporting actors.
I just got a question off the dome. I just realized Tom Holland is in both of these movies. So which movie do you think is going to have the better Tom Holland performance?
Spider-Man.
I think Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I think Spider-Man will.
Because I think it's better casting.
I think also it's just that's his role, man. Mm-hmm. That's him.
He's been doing this character for
his big role.
Mm-hmm.
That's his
It's
forte.
exactly. It's I think that he fits that role like a glove, and I think he's great in it. And I think we're gonna really see another side of Spider-Man and Peter Parker in this new film. I think it's gonna be a lot darker.
Peter Parker.
And I think
Spider-Man. I mean, I'm gonna come out of Spider-Man, and I'm gonna be like, yeah. That was a good Marvel movie. The Odyssey. I don't even know how I'm gonna come out of that. I don't even know. I'm seeing it twice in the same night.
That's crazy.
I'm seeing it twice in the same night at the Chinese theater.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man I'm gonna really enjoy. I think that's just gonna be kind of a cool moment. I think I'm seeing it opening night. So that's a cool experience.
Note again, Odyssey, I also have kind of a deeper emotional connection to because I have some friends and stuff that have worked on the film. One of them seen it with me that evening.
Yeah.
And she was there flying all over the world last summer.
Yeah.
For all the stuff that when they were shooting. And so it's a different experience to like, okay, here's some friends of mine that have even worked with this filmmaker that I idolize to a certain extent, and then being able to make it feel a little more real, a little more tactile. Like I'm seeing something that they helped put a hand on.
Yeah,
that's an emotional thing.
Yeah,
it's an emotional thing when you're kind of a young filmmaker, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I think that'll be a really cool kind of motivating experience. Yeah. For me, the Odyssey, it's not. Look, I love Christopher Nolan. I like his movies. Am I a diehard fan? No. And do I think it's maybe a little overhyped? Potentially. It's more, I have a concern for it, that just a little more skepticism and not blind faith. I don't have blind faith in Christopher Nolan like many, many people do. Yeah. Do I have blind faith in Marvel? No. But I think it's because it's been so hyped up and so talked about and so just infused into everything, I also hold it to a higher standard.
The Odyssey?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should.
So it's gonna need to meet a higher level of filmmaking and standards. I love the puppets. I love the practical effects. Love Matt Damon, but I love shooting on location. I think that's wonderful. There's a lot of good that I look forward to with it. I don't doubt the visuals.
Yeah.
That's the end of the day. I don't doubt the visuals. I'm just unsure of the story and the characters and the kind of oversaturation of the film.
All right, Collin.
I'm very excited for, and I think it's really cool to have movies that feel somewhat like sports events and that are very good communal spaces for people to go to. Smash that like button, hit subscribe. Hope you guys see us in the next one.
Thank you for watching.
I was in a pair of shorts this whole time. I wasn't in a suit at all.
All right,